God damn. So y'all just forced me to do something that I really didn't want to do. It's pertaining to Iron Man, and I'm finna go get something that I didn't want to do. I didn't want to do this. I was trying to stay true to the original platform, but it's time for a change, unfortunately, man. But we're gonna get into it a little bit later in the video. I'm gonna explain everything. I'm gonna explain myself, and I'm gonna tell y'all what we're going to get. God is everything. Without God, I'm nothing. Hey guys, just picked up the U-Haul. I got a van this time. Tried to get a truck, somebody stole it right from up under me. Couldn't get a truck, but I got a van. I got a cargo van. I'm finna give y'all a walk around of the van, and then once we head that way, we got a few things we gotta talk about. But I am getting a little hungry, so I got somewhere in mind that I'm gonna stop and try out, and I'm gonna let y'all know what I think about it. All right, guys, so here's what we ended up with this time. Show y'all this cargo van, Dodge van. Make sure they noted that this joker has some dents in it, but it's a little Dodge cargo van that we gonna load up. We're gonna load up what we're gonna get, and the back is just straight, and we can load it up in the side door if we need to. So I hope this thing didn't lock me out. Oh hell. Hold on, y'all. Make sure my driver door unlocked. Thing might have just locked me out. Okay. That was just that though. Let's let some window down, because that was scary. Let my window down. And then I don't know how I unlock these doors. Alright. I think that just unlocked everything. So got this cargo van. We can load this stuff up in the back or on the side. It don't matter. We got plenty of space back here to load up what we're going to get. So yeah, man, we finna head on out this way, head on where we going, pick up what we got to pick up. Man, so headed out for real this time. I know I got to go around. So we headed out, man. So let's start to really dive into this thing, man. So Iron Man is getting a complete redo. I ain't gonna say complete, but the transmission got rebuilt, and then I haven't even like diagnosed the engine, but I was getting a lot of puffy white smoke coming out of the little breather cap I came on that I had on there. And honestly, I thought it was normal for engines to do that, because I'm like, okay, the engine is, you know, doing stuff, it's hot, so I figured that the smoke that was coming out, that it was normal. Till I started having this weird little issue, and then I got ready to crank the truck up one day, and it made like a horrible, excuse me, it made a horrible squeaking noise, and I was like, man, what is that? It sounded like a lifter was failing or something like that, was going bad or something. I wasn't sure what it was, man, but it scared me because I wasn't at the house. I wasn't far from the house, but I didn't want to pay for a tow truck, so I was like, man, come on, man. So I took the chance. I said, bump it. We finna go slide on this interstate, and we finna try to get this thing home. After a few minutes of driving it, the little squeaky sound went away. But it sounded like metal on metal that was rubbing. It felt, you know, sounded like squeaky, like something that was like squeaking, like scrubbing something metal. And I'm like, man, come on, man. I know my motor ain't going out on me. Now, I haven't been able to get the motor to do that again, so I don't know what it was. I don't feel like it was a belt. It didn't sound like a belt. It sounded like metal on metal squeak, like a squeaky metal, like metal scratching each other type sound. And I said, okay, maybe it's a lifter that might be failing, or I don't know, man. Man, this thing loud back here, man. The cargo van loud back there, y'all. But I didn't know what was going on with it. But I have noticed that when I crank it up, when it doesn't crank, it has a like one of the cylinders isn't firing. It kind of has like a like pretty much like when it's spinning over, feels like one of the cylinders isn't hitting. So I don't know, man. I haven't even diagnosed the engine yet. And as y'all know, we are like literally currently working on the rear end right now. So yeah, so we headed to pick up a part. I really don't want to like expose it right now because we only a few minutes into the video. I know if y'all find out, y'all gonna leave. So but let's just say Iron Man got some problems, and this is my attempt to fix those problems. And so we are almost at the spot we finna try to grab to eat. You know, I figure, you know, if I find a gym, I might as well let y'all know about the gym I found. And I'm mostly just trying to do like restaurants that I think are like locally owned. I don't know which ones are locally owned, but the ones that I think are locally owned. If you know any locally owned restaurants in the like Macon, Warner Robins area, or even like Griffin or wherever, McDonough area, let me know. I'm gonna go try them. I'm gonna go try them out, and y'all let me know what y'all think. Side note, I am allergic to shellfish. That's crab, shrimp, all that stuff, clams. I'm allergic to all that stuff, so I can't go eat all that. But anything else, we good to go. But yeah, man, we finna keep it moving. And once I get here, we gonna check in where we at. We'll show y'all where we at. We're gonna go in order. We're gonna sit in the van and eat. That way I can talk to y'all in peace. And once I get the food, we're gonna dive a little bit more into what we're gonna get. But I can't be too specific on what we're gonna get. Alright guys, so we just arrived to where we're going to get something to eat. I got to show y'all where we at, but I'm so close to the building that I can't show you. So this place is called Greg's 2.0. It's literally right across from the Air Force Base in Warner Robins, Georgia. Place I deliver to at my job. I deliver to this place. I deliver food to them. Food be smelling really good, so we're finna go ahead and try it out. I'm gonna order a few things. We coming back out to the van, and we gonna eat it. I'm gonna let you know what we think. Alright, man, so right here, man, we was having some mic issues, but I was showing you that they gave me 2 bags of chips. You see the napkins, you see everything, man. The customer service was on point. There's cheese dip. I think they gave me some salsa. Man, the salsa was really good. There goes salsa. I started out trying the salsa, and man, I must say, it was very good. Some of the best salsa I've ever had. Cheese dip was on point. I'm gonna let y'all see that clip right here, and then we get to the burrito. I'm gonna talk about the burrito here in just a minute. All right, man. So right here, I bring y'all in for the cheese pour. Watch for it. I'll get y'all in here close. Yes, sir. Y'all see that cheese? Some of the best cheese dip I've ever had. Now that is a small I got right there. I did want to let y'all know that that's a small. Hey, I couldn't just go one time. I had to go right back in there again, man. Y'all know how it is. I had to go right back. But next up, we're finna go right here into the cheese dip. I mean the burrito, my bad. Alright, man, so here we go. We're getting right into the burrito, man. So we got a nice cheesy ground beef burrito. So you got your lettuce, your olives, tomatoes. Everything is right there for you. This is one you're gonna have to eat it with a fork, because unless you just want to get cheese and all that all over your hands, it's a lot. It's a lot, and it's very cheesy. So you're gonna have to eat this one with a fork and a knife, or just a fork. But get you a little scoop of that lettuce with it, and get you some of that sour cream. And man, oh man, you got yourself something, man. So y'all should definitely go try Greg's 2.0 Warner Robins, right across from the base. Right across from the base. Go check them out. Great customer service. Go check them out. All right, man. Just got done eating that food. Man, Man, listen, all I gotta say is, man, go support your local restaurants, man. They are normally gems that are just hidden, man. Man, I'm so full now, man. I don't even know what I want to do. But that's definitely gonna be one of my spots, one of my new spots that I'm gonna be hitting on a regular basis. I don't come to Warner Robins like all the time, but if I come over here and I got a taste for some Mexican, we going to Ricky's or we going to Greg's 2.0. Those are my two Mexican spots in Warner Robins. I didn't have a spot in Warner Robins for Mexican, but definitely got two now. So y'all go check them out. I'm waiting to get a text back from this guy. I'm supposed to be meeting him at 12. It is now 11:30. I don't even know what part of Warner Robins he lives in. I'm gonna grab this call from my wife and I'll check in with y'all in a minute. I was supposed to be meeting the guy at 12 o'clock. I guess he got caught up at the barber shop, so it's gonna be a little bit late. So let me give y'all some context to how we got here. All right, so when I saw my issue with the engine in Iron Man, I started to say, okay, let's try to find an engine. My initial thought was, I knew everybody, you know, likes to talk about the LS stuff, so I was like, hey, I'm gonna avoid that as long as I can. I know for sure that it was the best option, but I'm like, no, let's stay 350. Let's stay 350. Let's put some heads, cam, change the intake, change the carb, and just make this 350 fast. So then I started looking into the prices of pistons and the prices of this and the prices of that, and the combination was going to end up being a 350 with basically a stock crank, stock rods, and I was going to get some racing pistons. I think the pistons might have been around $300. The heads I was going to get, they were like $300, but that was a bare head. That was some like cheap eBay heads, aluminum cheap eBay heads. I still had to get the valves and springs, and valve seals, and everything else that had to go to that had to be, you know, put together. The heads had to be installed. So I would have probably ended up $500-600 in those heads. So if you look at that, I'm already at $3 something for the pistons and $3 something. I'm gonna say about $600. It's already $900. My cam, the cam that I bought a Summit Racing A802 cam. It was right at $300 to like $279 before taxes. Probably end up being like $300 after everything. So if you add that in, we are at $1,200 already. Intake, Edelbrock intake, which I wasn't gonna get a name brand Edelbrock intake. I was gonna go with an off brand, but they are $179 on Amazon. What else was it? So then I said, okay, that's getting a little bit expensive. I said, let's look into Vortec engines. And this is legit where things took a turn. Like, for real. They took a turn bad. So I started calling around and looking around for Vortec engines. There's two things about Vortec engines that's crazy to me, or mind-blowing to me. The first thing is that they are so hard to find, and I realized, okay, I think they were only made from 96 to like 98, maybe a little bit of 99. But that's when the LS engine came out in 99. Second part about them was they overheat. They overheat, and some about the heads are thin, and that they'll warp on you, and that, you know, the heads just, you know, they just, it was just hard to find a good pair. So after that, I said, okay, well, I just, you know, call around to the junkyard and get one. So started doing that, and you know, that was also going to require me to at least get another intake. I started getting prices. The first price I got was $1,400 for 98, 97, 98, 5.7. I said, wow, that can't be the going price. Call another one, they tell me like $1,000 for it. Call another one, they tell me $850. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. So I had to swap over and go to a whole nother thought process. I called my cousin, we talked about it, and I mean, there was only one rational decision to make. And y'all probably about know, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say what my decision was. But just know we are getting ready to purchase another engine. And yeah. So man, finna make some changes. But once I get the engine, we'll talk more about it once I get it. I haven't got it yet. I ain't finna spoil it. You're gonna know exactly what it is. You gotta stay. Went to go pick up the engine. I guess the guy said his mechanic hasn't pulled the engine yet. So I went ahead and locked in the deal. Might have been stupid because I didn't get no kind of receipt or something. Nothing, no kind of nothing out of this thing. But and I mean, I do have like the messages from Messenger and little stuff like that. I don't know how that'll go, but he's supposed to pull it and bring it to me. Yeah, so I'm gonna be waiting. I'm headed down to get the engine hoist, and we're gonna be waiting for this guy to bring this motor. So I tell y'all what, I'll go ahead and reveal it to y'all. So I found a 5.3 LS, and I know some of y'all like, oh man, come on man, I thought you was gonna stay small block Chevy. I was. That was like my plan. I'll even reveal the plan to y'all. My plan was to go 350 and maybe go 355 or something like that in between the 383. Then go 383, and then I was gonna try to go like 406, 434, and then after that after the high fours, I was going big block. I was gonna go like a stroke 454 to something. I don't know what a 454 can stroke out to. I think like a 502 or something. So it's gonna be a big block stroker. Alright man, so I kinda got interrupted with my SD card, so I'm happy with it, I don't know. But what I was saying was I like the drivability of fuel injected engines. So I gotta be honest, I'm gonna have a few carbureted engines that I don't really plan on driving like super far, but I plan on most of my fleet being fuel injected. So even if it's a 350, I mean, I may throw like one of those Holly Terminator kits on it or something, man. But so yeah, Iron Man is gonna be LS 5.3. I've decided to go with a Brian Tooley Racing Truck Norris cam. Now there are two of them. There's one that has 550 lift. There's another one that has like 498. I'm going with the one that has like 498 because you don't have to change springs or nothing. So that's like just a drop-in cam, no spring upgrade, nothing. And it makes about the same power as the one that you have to change the spring. So I'm going that route. I know some of y'all might say, man, no, I don't believe that. There's a video on YouTube that I watched that proves it. So I am going to go through this engine. Try to redo the bearings and different things like that, man, because might be pretty rough on this engine. You know, I do plan on maybe hitting it with a small shot of nitrous. But this is still not my cousin head off with that Fox body. So I think this LS gonna make the game a lot easier to do it. We're gonna try it with this cam only LS. But we'll see. We'll see. I think the weight is gonna be the issue. The fact that I'm so much heavier than him is gonna be my issue. So, but you know, we will for sure see. We will indeed see. if this 5.3 gonna be enough. That's if he races. But anyway, guys, we almost here to pick up this engine hoist. We're gonna get it, and we're gonna head to the house. All right, guys, it is officially nighttime. When I went out earlier to get this engine, it was around 12. It is now 6 o'clock. Time change, it gets dark early, but the guy just called me. He should be here literally any minute now. And man, tonight, all I'm gonna do is get this thing loaded on the back of my granddaddy's truck that I got up here. I don't know if y'all can see it over there. It's a little dark. You can see it a little bit. So I got it propped up right there. And we're gonna get it loaded up on the back of that truck. And then like tomorrow, I'll check in with y'all and show y'all what we got. And we'll get that motor in the shop tomorrow, man. Y'all just stay tuned, hanging out with me. It got a little dark on me. Can't finish the content today, but like I said, it is just a 5.3. Going in Iron Man. I'm gonna keep the turbo 350 behind it. Brian Tooley NSR cam, which stands for no springs required. Should still make some steam with that cam. And like I said, a small shot of nitrous. And that's gonna be what that's gonna be, man. But we'll talk more tomorrow on this whole deal, man. So y'all just hanging out with me. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, guys. Next morning, we already putting this work in. Got the engine hoist unloaded, and I got the engine covered up. Woke up to some rain. The engine been out here in the rain. So yeah, we gotta try to get this thing in here ASAP rocky. I don't know if any rain got in the engine, but I'm hoping it's fine. But I got this here, and I got that much of space to work with. So I gotta get the tires pumped up on the El Camino, at least the front tires. I back up, jack up on the back. I got to pump up all 4 tires because the El Camino sits too low in the back. I know I can't get no jack up on it, but I already got the pump going, or I'm finna get the pump going up here. Just enough air in the tire so it'll roll. So I'm gonna get it rolled up all the way to the front. That way I got as much room to back up in here as possible. So y'all, put y'all down. I'm finna get this done. Alright, so that should be good enough. This thing should already be in neutral, and I think those 2 tires should be pumped up, I think. But let's see. Oh shoot. Come on, car. Something up under the tires or something? Let's get this stuff out of the way. This shouldn't be, this ain't holding it, but you know, I don't know. Keep rolling back on me. I might have pulled this fender well back out of here. crap. Thing roll right back where it was. Put a little more advertise, y'all. Check in with y'all in a minute. I know y'all can't see me yet, but you'll see me in a minute. Now that we got that situated, we're gonna get the engine stand side up. And we're gonna back the truck all the way up far as I can. And we're gonna try to get this engine in here, man. See if this truck will crank. Battery was about dead. Do I even got the key for this thing? See if I can get this old 6-cylinder truck fired up, man. Come on, baby. Let's go. Yes, sir. Get this pulled out of the way so I can come in at a different angle. Alright, that's as far back as I can come right there. Try to angle this thing where it's still on the concrete, but, and this can come out a couple inches. If not, we might have to figure something out. That front wheel might have to sit off if I can't reach it. But it don't look like it's gonna be an issue. I might have to keep my weight on this side just to make sure it doesn't slip off, because it's literally right on the edge, y'all. Right on the edge. All right, man, so now what we got is I'm hooked up to the engine. I'm gonna stick this trans pan out here just in case we slip off. I slip back onto some metal, so that give me a few feet of extension out there. They get rehooked, and we going up. As soon as I find that little red handle I was using. Let's go up, y'all. Let's see what happens. Y'all cross your fingers. Come on now. What you doing, buddy? There we go. Come on, buddy. There we go. Oh, it's gonna be this. Really nice. Alright, so I gotta get on this side. Just wait. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna look. But I can get enough weight on it, I can pull the truck out the way. And I feel like if I can get it up enough, it'll slide to me. Get some weight back on this end. That might be good enough to pull the truck out of the way. Yeah. So we're gonna see if we can pull the truck out of the way, y'all. That should be good enough. Because most of the engine is off. Only the back part of the thing is sitting there. So God. I forgot to put that other bolt in that wheel. Dang. Crap. Dang. Where the bolt at? Y'all, let me fix my mess. I'll talk to y'all in a minute.